Hey everybody, real quick before we start the video, I want to remind you guys we have a service now on gooseperformance.com. It's called Talk Shop, you guys. I cannot get to everyone's questions. It's so hard as the channel is growing. We have over 400 videos on the channel. It is really hard to keep up with all you guys. Not to mention you guys have technical questions and things like that. If you guys want to talk one-on-one about your guys' project, hit me up, Talk Shop at gooseperformance.com. Let's get into the video. Juice there, but I mean, it's definitely no torque. Don't have a lot of juice there. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, it runs good. It's got a little bit of a rough idle, but I think it's because it's cold and it's carbureted and all that, but not too bad. I don't know if these gauges work though. Looks like the ones down here might be working. Yeah, oil's working down there. Volts, water, but I don't know if that fuel pressure gauge is working, or fuel gauge I should say. Yeah, I don't know, it sounds good. Let me know what you guys think. You think it sounds pretty good? Let's see. Yeah, sounds all right, but it definitely does not just like get up and go. Like, there is no torque there. Like I said, it runs good for sure. It's smooth. It's running pretty good. It's got a lot of body roll in this suspension and old bushings probably. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Want me to hit it? Want me to hit it? I mean, it does all right, you know, for what it is. This thing's a 50-year-old beast, you know, not too shabby. But guys, this is the 72 Chevelle that you guys saw, that chassis we got the other day that we're going to be upgrading this thing. Wanted to take a little test drive real quick before we tear this thing apart and see how it's running, and kind of just to get an idea of what the difference is going to be when we put the new chassis on, put new motor and transmission. I mean, everything, you name it, the works, you guys. This thing is gonna get the freaking works. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of a rougher idle, kind of at a standstill. Now that we got her warmed up a little bit. But like I said, it definitely sounds good. I mean, the motor's healthy. Super healthy. I think the biggest thing is probably the carburetor. Might need to be tuned. Not only that, with the colder climate, but not too shabby. Can't really complain on that. Also, if anybody needs this motor and transmission and the chassis, it is up for sale. You guys hit me up, shoot me an email. You guys want it, come and get it. That's all I'm saying. But not too shabby. Let me show you guys what we're working with. It is a beautiful car. It is a little dirty, a little dusty, just because it actually got driven all the way out here from Arizona, but I'm going to show you guys. Look at her, fellas. Look at this thing. 1972 forest green Chevelle, you guys. Now, it did have a different set of wheels on here when it came in. We went ahead and put these stock rollers on because we're going to be obviously taking the chassis off, and we need something to move this thing around afterwards. But the wheels that it did come with, I think it was a 20 in the back and maybe an 18 up front, maybe even a 17, I don't remember. But we already have those on the new chassis. But this thing is super clean, super nice. I mean, the doors shut beautiful on this thing. It is not mine, definitely not my car, but we're going to be doing some work for the owner of this car. Like I said, I'm excited because it is a really fine machine. A little dusty, little, don't worry about that. It's been raining here and all that. And that's, like I said, it also got driven from Arizona all the way here. I mean, this thing is pretty clean inside and out. He's got this thing nice and kept up. Floor shifter. We are going to change the steering column because that was I believe it was a column shift at one point. He did the swap on it. We're also going to be redoing the dash as well, doing the SS dash. But man, that fuel pump is loud. That thing is super loud. It sounds like it's got an electric fuel pump in this thing, but yeah, not too shabby. As a matter of fact, let me pop the hood for you guys. Oh yeah, that thing is purring, you guys. That thing is pretty freaking quiet. I mean, it sounds good. It's super healthy. I don't really see anything leaking. Really healthy for sure. I mean, that's good as you're gonna get right there for a small block Chevy, you guys. This whole thing will be available. Chassis, motor, transmission, exhaust, you name it, rear end, all of it. Like I said, hit me up in the DM, or I should say in the comments / email me. But we're gonna get this thing back home and let's start tearing this thing apart, man. She cleans up nice, you guys. She cleans up nice. I had to stop by the car wash real quick. Went over and saw my guys because this thing was a hot mess. And we wanted to put our, basically our film over this thing because this is a high traffic area and I don't want anything happening here. And this is gonna give us at least some safety because we're gonna move it in and out of here, pulling the interior out. And I did not want to put this film over the dirty water / dirt, mud, whatever was on the paint. And it's just not a good deal. It's you might as well put sandpaper on this thing. So we washed it, we got it all cleaned up. Now we can start tackling the interior. We're gonna start with the seats. We are gonna have to pull the center console, but I'm gonna have to leave the shifter in here so we can still move it around, probably pull the dash cap off and stuff like that, rear seats, things like that. But at least feel a little bit better about getting in and out of this thing. Definitely very nice car overall. I mean, you guys can see this thing is really nice, really taken care of. But definitely all this has got to go. Again, we're gonna have to redo all of this with the new Roadster Shop chassis. One thing I will say this: when you guys are taking a car apart, man, and it's really easy to take a car apart, right? But it's another thing putting everything back. And a good practice is always, definitely always, when you take something apart and you know it's got to go back, try to put the screws back in. Like, you take those door panels apart, put the screws back where you took them out of so you don't lose them, or put them in a bag, label them, you know, and that way they don't get lost and you don't know where they went or what it's for. Take your time. That is, if you can take anything from this video, take that, because it's always something I see across these builds is that people take stuff apart and don't know how to put it back because they don't know what hardware goes where, right? So always label, put them in baggies, do whatever you got to do. But a good practice is put them back, you know, put them back where you took them out of. That way, when you go to put everything back again, they're right there ready to go. You guys see? Can you guys see? Let me turn this thing off, dude. My battery's gonna die, but guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys subscribe because we got a long way to go with this one. I'm gonna keep working probably a little bit because, like I said, I got to take those kick panels out, try to scrape some of this stuff off. It's getting late, haven't had dinner tonight, but you guys already know. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell for notifications. And you guys already know, stay wrenching.